Welcome to the programming series. What is high-level programming language? New high-level programming languages such as C, C++, Pascal, and later languages such as Java, JavaScript, and Perl were developed. Assembly instruction MOVAL, 061H. Here is the same instruction in C/C++. A equals 97 semicolon. Much like assembly programs, which must be assembled to machine language, programs written in a high-level language must be translated into machine language before they can be run. There are two primary ways this is done: compiling and interpreting. C++ programs are usually compiled. A compiler is a program or collection of programs that reads the source code of one language, usually a high-level language, and translates it into another language, usually a low-level language. For example, a C++ compiler translates C++ source code into machine code. Most C++ compilers can also be configured to generate assembly code. This is useful when a programmer wants to see what specific instructions the compiler is generating for a section of the program. The machine code output by the compiler can then be packaged into an executable file containing machine language instructions that can be distributed to others and launched by the operating system. Notably, running the executable file does not require the compiler to be installed. In the beginning, compilers were primitive and produced slow, unoptimized assembly or machine code. However, over the years, compilers have become very good at producing fast, optimized code and in some cases can do a better job than humans can. Here is a simplified representation of the compiling process. High-level language source code is compiled by compiler, which produces executable file. Then executable file is run on hardware, which produces program results. Alternatively, an interpreter is a program that directly executes the instructions in the source code without requiring them to be compiled first. Interpreters tend to be more flexible than compilers, but are less efficient when running programs because the interpreting process needs to be done every time the program is run. This also means the interpreter must be installed on every machine where an interpreted program will be run. Here is a simplified representation of interpretation process. High-level language code is interpreted by interpreter run on hardware, which produces program results. Tip for advanced learners. A good comparison of the advantages of compilers versus interpreters is available on Stack Overflow. Click on the link in description. Advantage of compiled programs is that distributing a compiled program does not require distributing the source code. In a non-open source environment, this is important for intellectual property IP protection purposes. Most high-level languages can be either compiled or interpreted. Traditionally, high-level languages like C, C++, and Pascal are compiled, whereas scripting languages like Perl and JavaScript tend to be interpreted. Some languages like Java use a mix of the two. We will explore C++ compilers in a more detail shortly. Time to see benefits of high-level programming languages. If you find yourself enjoying this series, please consider clicking on like and subscribe button. Thank you.